When you attempt to generate novel ideas that will eventually develop into a new belief system, your mind tends to react. A new idea can be viewed as a disturbance to the status quo, and as a result, change is often seen as negative. However, what you rarely do is identify the evidence against an old idea, which could be something you should react against. You rarely consider the costs associated with maintaining the status quo or the advantages of change. When I ask someone how they feel about something, they often try to persuade me of the correctness of their beliefs. From a non-judgmental perspective, it leaves me curious about what drives a person to go into such detail. This raises some questions. Who are you trying to convince? Why are you trying to convince me? Would there be a need to discuss this in such detail if you were on a desert island? Once a negative belief is established in your mind, there is a tendency to interpret new information selectively, identifying only the data that confirms your belief. This is known as confirmation bias. There is evidence of confirmation bias across areas of medicine, science, and the law, so regardless of cognitive ability, and just because you are clever, it does not mean that you are immune to confirmation bias. We rarely seek evidence that could disprove a hypothesis, even though this is an effective way of ensuring your thoughts are accurate. You can overcome confirmation bias by actively seeking counterexamples and becoming a detective to find evidence that contradicts your viewpoint. The objective is to change negative thoughts into more realistic thoughts. It is essential to recognize negative thoughts and learn to change them to avoid adding to your troubles. Recognition of these thoughts is key. You must learn to identify your negative thoughts and learn how to transform them into positive ones. This helps to plan for your successes, not your failures. When an Olympic athlete imagines their race before the starting gun, they see themselves flying over every hurdle, not crashing at the first obstacle. When setting goals, identify the things you will do more of. This will help determine if things are improving. It is easy to walk into your bedroom and see that someone has left a towel on the bed. However, what is more challenging is to walk into a familiar room and tell us what is missing. That there was a towel on the bed and now it's gone. You can apply this to your goals for managing depression. What will you be doing more of when you achieve your goal? What will you see and how will it feel? Write a journal to list gratitude using a post-it note each day. By noticing kindness, you can identify when it occurs and even change your day because of it. Write down 3 things that you are grateful for. These could be small things like seeing the morning sun, or more significant things like your health or a message from a friend. In the second week, start a new line in your journal and identify the reasons for each of the things you feel gratitude for. Consider how much of what you feel is under your control and how much is outside of it.